Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and get started. And what we're going to make is smashed taters and grilled breakfast burrito wraps. So you got to parboil your potatoes about 2 minutes or so. Make sure they're totally drained off. And these are going to be the small Yukon Gold. In another bowl, large bowl, we're going to mix in 1 cup of oil, preferably olive oil, but you can use others. And then we're going to add in roughly about 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning or whatever you like. This is more for your flavor, but I went ahead and added about 2 tablespoons of dried minced onion and garlic salt. Garlic salt was about 1 tablespoon. And then, of course, I'm going to add in the pepper as well. All of this is to your flavor, so you can change this, you can add it, you can deduct it. The whole point is once it's all whisked together, you want to coat the potatoes. So that's why you got to make sure you have enough of the oil. I went ahead and separated it into another bowl so I could use the big bowl for the potatoes to mix in. And then I'm going to add in that previous mixture we did. And again, just about trying to coat the potatoes. So that's the process you go through here. When you get to that point, of course, then what you're going to do is you're going to move that, transfer it over to a large cookie sheet pan, and make sure they're not double stacked. You want them single layer if you can. And then you're going to put them in an oven for 350 for about 35 to 45 minutes. It depends on how well you want them done. So moving into the breakfast burritos, I'm going to go ahead and mix together 5 eggs. Now, this is dependent on how much egg you want. The 5 fits what I'm trying to do better than any other amount does. So go ahead and add in some salt, because seasoning is your primary friend right here. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get our sausage gravy sausage done. So we need to go ahead and do 9-10 links, get those browned up. As you can see, there's a pot of chili in the back. That will be for one of the sauces I'll put over one set of the wraps. So this one, we're just browning up the sausage, and I'm grounding it up, mincing it up, so it's small and it fits inside of the gravy a lot easier. So I'm going to go ahead and start the gravy. I got 4 tablespoons of softened butter and the drippings from the sausage, as well as 6 tablespoons of flour. I just go ahead and mix it up until it cooked for about a minute. I'm adding a 1/2 cup of milk to that, whisking it around as much as I can. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the sausage once I get to the amount I want. And going to go ahead and mix those together, and then that'll be put off the side. So now we're just going to go ahead and get our sausage browned up for our sausage, onion, and cheese and egg wrap. I'm going to go ahead and brown up the onions a little bit, brown up the sausage. And you want to make sure that it's chunky enough so that somebody gets something out of it. So the egg mixture I made earlier, this is all I'm adding into that. So it's already been seasoned, don't need to season it anymore. Once that's done, then I just pull out the wraps, go ahead and fill up in the middle as best I can. And then I want to close these off so that when you grill them, they're not oozing out. So of course, what you do is you'll fold it over. When you do it right here, you want to make sure you pull back and then fold over the first part of the inside so that you get a closed roll when you're done. And it's pretty simple. That's all there is to it, that part. So we went ahead and got 3 of those done. And then now we're doing a mushroom onion and bacon wrap. So of course I already had the onions in, the mushrooms browning, and then I added the bacon to that. And just like in the first one, we did 5 eggs. So went ahead and scrambled those up, seasoned them, got them ready, and then just added them here. So, it's a repetitive process. It's just a matter of figuring out what you want in your inside wrap. So again, just like on the first ones, go ahead and put it down the center, just like you would any burrito or anything like that. It's pretty simple. Um, Really, the whole process of doing everything I'm doing here, just for the burritos themselves, was roughly no more than about a half hour, 45 minutes. Um, and we could have gotten far more out of it, but I was just trying to give you an idea of how to do it. So in the next one, we went ahead and did a vegetable one. So it's onion and mushroom and green peppers. Obviously, egg mixture, 5 eggs again. And you just get it so that everything's done. Um, by this point, my pan was starting to get a little sticky regardless of what I was doing to it, but that's fine. You just got to keep up on it. You primarily don't want anything to burn or scorch or get too hot so that you have a taste change, okay? So went ahead and did that, got that done, and then we did just a regular egg and cheese, and this will be for the chili cheese omelet, okay? So at the end, like I said, you got all those wraps all wrapped together. Go ahead and oil the pan. You put in your burritos and then something heavy on top because you want it to actually press that down so it holds it closed. So as you can see, they turned out great. They got really browned. Did the first 3, that went well. Working on the next 3, got them all done actually. And so now you can see what the inside looks like. Make sure you're using a serrated knife. I didn't in this case, but this first one this is one we did with sausage and the onions, and then the sausage gravy over the top, and then this was the chili and cheese at the end. The other 2 did not have anything to put on top. Pretty simple, actually. And then, as you can see, I'm not sure how I wanted to lay that out. So the next thing is we got to finish the potatoes. So those are all done. So you'll take those out of the oven, and then you grab yourself a mason jar and just push them down to where they're about a ½ inch, somewhere in there. It depends on the thickness you like. This is where we like it, so we went ahead and did them all this way. Pretty simple, pretty fast, and there you go. There's the end product. So smashed potatoes with grilled breakfast burrito wraps. So there was obviously Tiffany from Mascara Homestead, Christine, Miss Gilliam Farms, Gail Southern Living, the official Lynn show, the Inquisitive Farmwife, DrunkenChefBbq, Derek Fowler 1973, Lowe Family Adventures, Mrs. Hardnack Farms, and Thunderstick Homestead. We also had with us Stephanie Herriott, Large Family Diabetic Cooking, Where to Begin Homestead, Mennonite Farmhouse, Darklordmenet, Heavenly Hills Homestead, Amdale Homestead, Whole New Perspective, Our Urban Homestead, our friend Annette. Then we also had Jamie's Country Living, Jeni Scratch Made Kitchen, One Day at a Time Farmstead, Butler Family Farm, Alyne, Welcome to My Kitchen, Boots and Bounty Homestead, Canadian Family Life, The Flavorful Home, Growing with Hudson, which are just some really, really awesome channels. Everybody's great. We also had CNC Farm, Ashley, which I want to give credit to. Ashley is who inspired me for what I did based on her video, so thank you. We had Miss Blue from Blue Self-Reliance and Southern Home, Big Valley Living, Ormsby Farm, Nanny Tam's first video, did a great job, and of course myself, Tony, at the Kettle Kitchen. So again, we just want to say and make sure that we express to everyone we appreciate everybody that came along. Thank you to everyone for making it a very successful collaboration, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.